Okay, let's see how things are. And I want to see... Hello, everyone! How are we doing today? Are we... Let me check and see. Hey, Aaron! AOD, huh? Hello, Tingwish. And let's see, is anyone on the Twitch? Not anybody, but that's fine. Okay. Let me jump and let's see, is my chat... okay. Okay. I think it'll take a little bit for the chat to get connected. Yeah, but that'll be fine. We'll just wait for a second there. All right. So, first thing to say here is LCC 11 registration is up. And you have a registration form here. You also can look at the list of presentations, which I'm sure a lot of people watching will want to know where my talk is. It'll be, this is the one. So when you are, if you fill in by March 4th, you can put in your preferences for what talks you want to listen to, and that will inform how they schedule things so they can move things around each other. Of course, you're not just going to want to listen to me. You're going to want to listen to a lot of things. So, I mean, there's a panel on constructed languages in the academy. What's that one, huh? It's talking about legitimacy of conlangs, right? Perceived legitimacy. That's an interesting piece. Yeah. We've got deconstructing culture. There was one. Of course, our big invited talks will be Arian Moriarty Harrelson and Sherry Wells Jensen with intentional creation on sign languages and tactile. It's not just Braille. It's other tactile systems. Could be inspirational for you if you are doing something for blind creatures. Oh, I forgot to... That's fine. I can just be a circle. That's not a big deal. There's going to be a performance by Riddles Brood. Down there, there's going to be a performance by... there's going to be a performance by Margaret Ransdell Green and Eric. I always forget his name. It's Eric Barker. Yeah. For Songs of Aenith. Margaret also has like a talk about valency, which is an interesting topic. Daddy's streaming right now. Okay, you bring the bunny down, and I'll see. Or here. Oh. Here. Here's the cable. It won't play unless it's actually plugged in. Guys, I'm streaming right now. Okay, plug it in. Hopefully you can get it charging. Here. Okay. Go play with mommy. Aaron, I'm doing good. Is my thing connected yet? What is going on with this? Let me see if this is. Okay, that's weird. I'm just checking to see if things are connecting. What is this? I'm just gonna check something. Huh. Okay. Oh, two massive assignments. Wow. I'm gonna test and see if my chat is working now. Oh, yay. Okay, we're getting messages through. Okay. Sorry about that. So anyway, I'll be there. We've got a bunch of nice talks with Cy, Joey Windsor, and someone from chat here, Tuna. I don't know if Tuna's here right now, but yeah, we've got Tony Harris is talking about Esperanto. But anyway, go register for that. You got to register by March 4th to have your preferences taken into account for scheduling. And I definitely would like everybody who wants to hear my talk to be able to hear my talk and all the other talks they want to. So that would be good. Okay, so let's jump back to Sylvan and let's see what we're about to do today. So that's great, Aaron. Okay, so we're going to do this labialization step at the point of separation. Bukwasi. Bukwasi. Bukwafi Guffa. Guffa Ifeichi. Ifeichi. Now, what did we have here? I think we'll start off by readjusting some of our organization. I'm going to say this is Proto-Fairy to Middle Fae. And then this should be... I don't know if I need a specific morphology header. This... Yeah, so this we're going to have here, and then set this to heading 3. Heading 3. Don't mind me. I'm just sort of yeah. And this would have to be heading 4. Is there heading 5? Yeah, you can get to heading 5. Too many layers of hierarchy here. So we've got, let's see, notes to include. I think, okay. I think, okay, so Middle Fae gives us a base to build a politeness system out of. My thinking on that, oh, okay. Yeah, well, even if you're doing it wrong, it still might be right. Let me get on the here so I can actually see who's on. Just a few people. These lexical notes. I don't really necessarily need these now, huh? I do need to eventually do some cleanup and add things that I have here into the yeah, so the dialect split will be a main thing. So we'll be figuring this out later, not right now, but we're going to jump in. Let's see. Oh, and I didn't actually announce this on Patreon, so let me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Okay. That's better. I can see what's going on. Okay. All right. So we've got all right. So we had this subordinate clauses that use a nominalizing suffix toi. I think that we're going to need so do I have enough to construct? So the comparative construction, complement clauses. It looks like these are not using that. No, these are using that. Que toi assis. Right. Yeah, all of these are using that. I didn't figure out adverbial clauses. I think an adverbial clause would use a preposition, maybe? What preposition do we have to mean like or similar to? We don't really have one. Because I basically went all... I did a whole bunch of spatial ones. If we have like an at that could fill the bill, or I could go with let's see. I think out of the puck will also mean just of. Although you might also use a genitive construction a lot of times for that kind of thing. Or possessive construction a lot of times for that. And then I think we could do with a preposition that means like or as. Unless, well, let's see. Our comparative construction uses what? D or tie. And if we go back up to the prepositions, D, at, by, beside, in a place. This could be, we could just make these like or as. This like as, right? I kind of like that. And if we have that, if we have something that means like or as, then we can use that in an adverbial. Okay, you guys better not say anything against the rules because I do not speak Welsh. But this is a language show, so I'm going to let people talk in languages I don't understand. I'm going to need, if this place gets any bigger, I'm going to need multilingual mods. Okay. So let's see. What would be. And let's actually. Okay. So we could. Say at, by, beside, in a place. Yes, it's in a place. Inside of is another one. Be a. I think maybe Bia is an option there. You're doing something inside of. And then that also has that secondary meaning. No, you can speak Welsh all you want. I'm just talking about somebody. Oh, you're being corrected. That's why you don't want to speak it, Tuna. So we have two different prepositions that have a secondary meaning of um, like or as. Oh, Tuna, you're a Muslim? Ramadan Mubarak. Ramadan moves quite a bit, doesn't it? I'm not sure about how the Muslim calendar works, but it seems to drift a lot relative to Gregorian, right? Because like Ramadan can be in September, and now it's March and it's Ramadan. Oh, it's only 11 months? Let me look that up. So is there like a whole leap month? Lunar calendar, 12 months in a year of 354, 355 days. Okay. So Ramadan, burning heat Okay. Al Muharram. Muharram. Okay. Interesting. I'm not doing calendars along with these languages, but maybe in a future world building project I can do some calendar stuff. And, you know, looking at, I have some familiarity with the Chinese calendar, of course, and Gregorian, um, and understanding how the Islamic calendar works would be another thing to look at. So it's, my question is like 354 or 355. That's, thing is, there's implied to be like one leap day, but 355 days feels like it's just going to migrate all through the solar year, which is a little bit wild. Okay, so let's get back to this. So D or Bia, and so right, so we have relative clauses. Adverbial clause is probably the last of the clause structures that I want, and I just need to. Aaron, I don't know what that notification is. It could be that it's someone that's unidentified. Let me see here. So what kind of a, jump into Obsidian and open up the Sylvan. Ugh. Yeah, good dag. So if we go with, import the chick. And let's go. Right. With the cheek, the there you go. So we need eat. Just double check. Yeah, we need ood. Tid. Wait. Actually, no. We don't want that. We want this dependent form with toi. Right. And so we can jump into here. Taking a while. Okay. Toi. 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 And oh, etymologies for place names is excellent fun. But and then I'm going to find what is the word for grass. Did we not make a word for grass? Okay. Aqua. Pa. Pa. Pate. This is interesting. Da. 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 Let's see. Okay, let's make a word for grass quickly. Okay, so you guys know the drill. I'm going to generate some words. I'm going to give you a few in a poll, and we're going to go from there. So let's go with done. Pew. And since I know what class grass should be, I'm going to go ahead and grab the autotroph. I'm going to actually go with the plural suffix. And I'm just going to be saying that grass is by default going to be plural, and treated as a mass noun. So let's apply that. Oh, fille, 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 de poupée, de poupée, pouet. Okay, let's go the export. Let's go and get a straw poll. That is the word for grass. there's some interesting things that can go on here. And we're going to let's go to 9:50 today at 9:50. Create this poll. And then if this can go to everything, let me double check and see if it actually went where I want it to go. Okay. Has some trouble actually posting things to YouTube. Okay. But it did go to Twitch already. That's good. So, Silver Rain Fields, yeah. It is actually interesting how many place names are kind of on the nose in the real world. Like, you see a lot of Big Mountain and stuff like that. Not gonna check my email on stream. Okay. So, let's talk about this. But here's my sort of, this is going to be does that make sense? I think that is what we are aiming for in that kind of situation. I do need to start making a lot of words. And need to figure out a way to start that. Now, mouth of the fast river. Yeah, fast river town. Yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of very descriptive terms in it. You get Big Mountain, Snowy Mountain, Fast River, Yellow River, Long River, those kinds of things. But then, like, you do also have some situations of things named after people. That comes later on. European colonizers were fond of naming things after people, even when it actually had a name. But like, usually the things around people, they sort of describe, and then that evolves into a name. Yeah, well, English does a lot of borrowing words from other languages. Did we So we actually got the paradigms for all of these. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. This should be. Oh, this is supposed to. Okay. I messed up on that. I'll give you guys. I meant this to be 8:58. I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes on this. I suppose I should make a note of this in the nouns section. And now that should be done, and we definitively have fee. Okay. Let's grab this and this. And then and so let's finish off this example here. So could the could the the 对对pas pas de feu pas de feu pas de feu. Yeah. So that's, I think, the last clause I really wanted to have. We've got complement clauses, um we've got resultative clauses, temporal and locative clauses. I don't really have much explanation here, but decline the verb in the oblique form. Let's see. And so after, let's see, before and after, let's do the past tense in front of you. Right? So let's see. Do I have something for in front of? I don't have in front of. I don't have behind. So yeah. I don't have a preposition for behind. Why do I have this? Think about. So my question is, how are we going to do like before and after? I think in front and behind. Okay, we need terms for front and back. So let's go. Let's go generate some more roots, and let's give you guys another poll. No, I'm not too inspired. We go. Yeah, that's fine. Da. Whatever. Let's go ahead and add another one. Dot. And then apply. And export. Then I'm going to make this one of these. And make this. And then we need to get. And dot. And we go. Okay. And then okay. Let's go. Let's go to Twitch and let's. How do I remove you? Okay, I can ban them from here. Okay. And then we will. Okay. And then let's look at the chat. I will check on YouTube. Okay, vote in that. I know how many people are watching, so I can be watching the responses come in and see what you all think there. Oh, yeah, there we go. Great. Okay. All right. So, anything else I can be working on here? Rethinking whether I want this to be straight oblique or we're getting some responses there. Leave that open. So we would have something like This would be D. And yes, we do have D doing two functions here in clause structure. I don't think that's a big deal. We want to use ch, or do we want to use in? Okay, inside. I think because this actually can have the meaning of being inside of, I think that probably makes the most sense. Yeah. And then, let's see. How's our poll going? We got 4 responses. Let's let it go for a little bit because suddenly I've got more people watching. Sabrina. By the way, how are you guys thinking about the LCC? Let me know, what talks are you most interested in watching? Oh, does David not like diacritics? I think that's down to his experience in professional conlanging because, like, number one, actors aren't going to know what diacritics are. And number two, just Final Cut Pro, as far as I understand, has really bad Unicode support. It just doesn't print a lot of diacritics. So he just can't get a break on that one. Well, I mean, check out all the talks and see what you want to see. Oh, Alice and Solar are in there. Okay, that sounds cool. That's super cool. I'm going to give you guys like 2 more minutes on this, and then I'm going to close it. Because we have a few responses here, and then I want to make sure that we are timely in getting things dealt with. Oh gosh, what order am I in the relay translation? I don't even remember. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to open up Discord, or it might just be in my email. Let's just. It's fine. I can look that up later. 22nd place? So what date is that supposed to be? I need to thank you for looking that up for me. I do lots of diacritics. I like diacritics because it's more clear to me, particularly if I have unusual vowel sounds to deal with. I like diacritics because they're clearer to me than digraphs. Again, particularly with vowels, because if I use a digraph for a vowel, I'm likely to look at that and think that it's a diphthong accidentally. So yeah, if I use a digraph there, so I much prefer diacritics for vowels. For consonants, sometimes I bow to using some digraphs, mainly the th, sh, ch, because those are clear enough to me that these are digraphs. Kh for th, sh, ch, and h, and they're accessible to English speakers and and also speakers of some other languages, and ends up making sense. Although I could go with like the other options for those are not as. I don't know if there is much of an established option for the theta sound other than th. The for this one, like, okay, I guess in Spanish you have z, but z can mean a whole lot of different things. Sh, you've got a few options. You've got stuff like the you've got this S with hot chick. You've got yeah. So Z is weird. For sh, you've got a few options with diacritics that I might sometimes use. You've got shahachek is one that I would use. You could also do just X, but X has so many possible values in different languages that I really don't like. The thing is, like, X can also be the ch, right? And then we have For ch, you could also have si hachik. What the heck happened there? You could also have si hachik or just a C. I've seen that. Ho Chunk has that. Yes, we could have Thorn, which I don't know how to type on this keyboard. Ah, there we go. We could do Thorn. That's definitely... Arapaho uses 3? Yeah. Not really a fan of using numbers for these things. Oh, Cis Languages, hello! Okay, people just joining us at 30 minutes to the end. March 30th? Well, that's a good amount of time. I just did the Let's Have a Boo relay, and that was fun. I hope that I conveyed enough. I'm very sparse in my notes that I give for relays, and that may cause people some trouble. But I did Ndukaga, because Ndukaga is developed enough for a relay. Probably not until next year that I'll start using Sylvan for relays. Oh, you've got the acute S acute, huh? But the thing is, like, I'm gonna usually default to these just because that's familiar. And also some of these things I might reserve for other things. Guys, let me just double check. Are new people? Are you seeing the poll? I'm gonna link the poll one more time just to make sure that new people joining can see it. Since we just got a whole bunch of people in. I'm cleaning up a few things, and I need to get I need to figure out my temporal clauses, and we've got our temporal / locative clauses for locative. Should we have, so we using the oblique form in a locative use. Oh gosh, wow, that's great. I'm going to give 2 more minutes on that. At 9:30, I'm going to close that. So if you haven't voted and you want to chime in on those forms, then we can get that sorted. So do we want... I think I'm just going... We really need some use for this locative ath. So Let's wait. I said, oh, no, okay. Changing this. Because that's what I did. Have the locative be used in predicated possession. I mean, that's an option I could go with. Okay. Okay. We have a tie right now. So the last few people have an opportunity to be tiebreakers. I'm going to show you where the score is right now, huh? So definitely, "pu" is going to mean back, right? But we don't know. Front could be "wigoa" or "dod." So I'm going to give you a couple more minutes. If somebody wants to jump in and break that tie, then we can be moving there. Locative used in predicative possession. Now, okay, that is one possession. So I had attributive possession. Is like that, right? You have the possessee, a classifier, the possessor in an oblique case. And so we could do a locative with a... So we did a locative expression in Ndakaka. We use the postposition ba, remember. We haven't figured out copulas. We haven't figured out copulas. That's something we need. We need to know copulas. So let's actually equitative expression. Do we want a copula? That's a good question. We have just a regular copula in DuckDuckGo. We have the two copulas, right? Do I have? I don't have any dice table on that. Let me. Um, let me just look at GramBank quickly. I don't remember any features referring to copular expressions. Copula. Is there a copula for predicate nominals? Oh gosh, wow. So we have locative and oblique cases. We can go okay, this is a major decision we need to do. And I'm glad that I just decided to do cleanup stuff here because I did not think about so nominal predicates. I'm gonna actually move this down because it's related to the property word predicate. So we have some options. We have straight up copular verb. We could have juxtaposition and just like nothing, no marking at all, right? We could have case marking. We could have some sort of copular affix. I've done that one before. If we let's say if this is a hole that I need to interesting. Yeah. So Irish has this. That's relevant since we are having lots of yeah. Dedicated article is not gonna work for me at this stage, but could happen after I get articles. Like So this language has just straight juxtaposition. Okay, I have an idea. So what is the term that Walls uses, by the way? Nominal. So nominal. So it. I think we can do this. But or a preposition. So here's what we've got. If ik is ifeik is, and what is a noun that we can use? What is a let's look at the nouns that we have. Nakwa. Kaput. Oh, I need more than that. So Kwasi, Desi, Adat. Oh, let's see. The necklace. Ngakwa. Here we go. And actually, let's put that in oblique. And make sure that we have the oblique form correct. And we need case forms. Oh, it should be I don't know how that got lost. Fidaichi. Wow. What? Okay. Something I changed something about this. That's fine. I'm just gonna let that be how iron is. All right. And then we will jump back down here into this. Oh, wow. 1260 words. That's great. I'm coming close to 500. Nakwa Fidai. The chain is iron. And then we can do I can save that. I think we need to stop here, but I think possession and then so predicative possession. Alienable will use the I'm gonna distinguish alienable, inalienable only in predicative, locative, and inalienable will use oblique. No. Possession. No. Here's this. Here it is. This structure is used for both attributive and alienable possession. So there, we have no habeo verb. What you do is we just have one structure that if it's presented as a whole sentence, then you get this, right? Then it's not alienable and predicative. This means that we're using these classifiers more often, and that can lead into interesting things. I think as I once we do the dialect split and we're going to get into politeness systems, then the politeness system is going to use the possessive classifiers quite a bit. In fact, you're going to have to actually like do some funny like my lord, my king, those kinds of expressions in order to get the possessive classifier in the structure and show your like honorifics there. Okay. Oh, that's the length of a script. Okay. They could become copulae. So the classifiers could become copulae in one of the dialects, and that is an idea that we can like put a pin in. Yeah, let's just make a note of that. Because we don't have any copulae now. So we'll think about it. We'll think about it. Not necessarily going to do that, but it is a possibility. So I think I'm going to leave it at that for now. There's still some things like the demonstratives I need to like figure out all their forms. I need to coin a bunch of nouns and stuff, but that can be like an ongoing project. I've been holding back because I kind of want to, once I get into coinization, I want to have a situation where different nouns come from the different dialects to reflect like thematic things. So we can work on that. But I think we are pretty solid on this and pretty ready. However, next week we will not be doing dialects. Next week I have something different to do. So as you guys may know, I'm very close to finishing all of the incantations for Ndakaga. And so that is a thing that I am still working through, right? Well, that's interesting. Yeah. I'm just gonna so I have all of these spells all the way up towards ninth level, but not all of them. I have some. I have a few that I haven't done. Mostly 10-minute casts are I have done like one of them because they're a little bit funny. And also this one spell called imprisonment that is like there's like 5 spells there in the description, and it's like, do I want to do a bunch of different variations, or do I want to do one thing that does all of it? I'm kind of blocked on that one. But we're very close to the end. One thing I have realized that I need to do something a little bit more involved with is there are some spells that take an hour or more to cast. So, so I'm not going to write an hour of dialogue for that, right? An hour-long monologue, that's not going to be fun. I can assume that a lot of that casting time is setup time and doing like other things other than chanting incantations. That works. But just to get into that part and see what I can do, I already have some ideas of how to do this, but I'm going to do probably the most like story relevant one of those and the earliest one that's a 1 hour cast, and that is Find Familiar. So next week we're going to return to Ndakaga, and yeah, good luck on your torch, Soten. Next week we're going to return to Ndakaga, and I am going to figure out this spell, Find Familiar. So there's a lot to go here. We have like the different animal options, and there's actually class features that can give you more animal options, right? So I need to factor that in, the class features that can give you a pseudo dragon or an imp or whatever. And then celestial fae or fiend. So I have to have either a way for players to choose with their incantation which plane they're drawing from, or have them call out to all of the planes, right, to send something in. And of course, a lot of this is mechanics for the familiar itself, but that we can work with. So Find Familiar, we're next week, that's going to be the whole thing, is we're going to be working on the ritual for Find Familiar in Ndakaga. And I will like get my stuff together, and I think I'll be doing it in like stages. You need incense for it. That's going to be a part of it. I believe so. The 2024 one needs incense. 2014 rules, actually you have to have a brazier. I think they adjusted that to just requiring the incense, probably just for PCs to be able to cast it in the field more easily, huh? So, and I probably will go with the 2024 rules. I've been following the 2024 rules for spells as I go, at least after they were announced. But that's going to be next week. It's going to be Find Familiar, and we'll just there'll be a nice break from doing Sylvan before we go into the dialect split, because this season is definitely going to be longer than the Ndakaga season, because I've got a lot more complications. I got like 2 more stages to go through to do all of this grammar work and sound change work and everything. So thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for that next week, and I will see you all when we figure out how the heck I'm going to do Find Familiar and do a whole ritual that, I mean, you're not going to play through it for an hour unless you really want to stretch it like that, but like something that can represent an hour-long ritual to do this. And then once I do that, there's some other spells that take an hour or more that I can then go through and start making big old rituals for. Probably will come up with a rough draft, and then I can refine that later. But for now, thank you all for watching and listening. And I'm going to say happy conlanging.